Saturday, the 31st of August 2013. This is the latest update from Neil Keenan.
Hello, good afternoon. We have some recent developments that I'd like to talk to you about. One would be the international complaint, which we're completing the framework of it now. I'm not going to file it right away because we think we can deal with things in another manner. We'll file it when the new international court is established. It's a newly established court. License being set up now, should be backed by about 172, 173 nations. And it's not going to be worked upon by treaty or built by treaties. Those treaties are no good. That's why no one ever seems to be able to collect or be able to get any kind of remuneration from winning a case in, for example, The Hague or whatever. Because you have to go back to the actual nation itself. I understand the defendant's nation, and they have to give approval, and if they don't, you don't get it. So we're going to be dealing with this new international court that works with 171 nations, and we're sure all the nations will come on, sign on, and at that point in time, we'll file, which is a couple of weeks. But we'll have the framework and probably even put it up on the internet so everybody can see it without the names of the defendants, though. I don't want to prejudice them in any manner, shape, or form, or to hurt them in any manner, shape, or form here in this country. Thank you on that. You understand now that's going to happen for sure. I have the names over here, but you can't see them. Anyway, there's the other thing. I just mentioned the international court, which is new. And the way it's going to be set up is new. And the way it's going to be handled is new. And it's going to be interesting because people will, if they win, they get rewarded. If they win. If they lose, they don't. Simple as that. Not like the other courts, when you win, you have to go get the stamp of approval from the defendant's home nation, which might not happen. Most times don't. Okay, what's it called? Memorialize the agreement. Okay, now the next step would be, thank you very much for the phone calls, for my guy that was detained by the immigration authorities in Australia to begin with, and in another nation as well. Not here. It helped a lot. I had already been working on it, and I got word that people were making phone calls, and it was helping. It was getting back to them, actually. Even in the Western Union, thanks again. I almost forget that you helped me there too, apparently, because I filed a complaint, and I got a message back saying enough's enough. And we went to send some money to Ukraine yesterday to a translator of mine, and the money went out immediately. We were not blocked. Inshul did that. So thank you. It all comes back to the phone calls made or the letters written and the complaint I filed. I didn't do it alone. So thank you again. I appreciate that very much. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect the detainment calls either. But you did them. You made them. And he was released and he was told go home. He wasn't told to come to me. They'll go to where you're going. But it's been 5 days detained in 2 different places. And they didn't want the deal to happen. But you know, we're talking about the government of Australia, which is basically cabal anyway. They don't want anybody to do anything to stop them, the cabal. They're all, Australia and the cabal are one. So we must understand that. They have an election next week with I understand the Liberal Party is beating the Conservative Party and right now in the polls. And I pray that the Liberal Party wins, and if I can help them in any way, they just have to contact my friend in Australia. And meanwhile, we'll see what happens. I'll try to get some people over here again and see if they're not detained. I hope they're not. Now, the big thing I think I got, even though the courts are having an international court that's going to be non-biased, is going to be incredible. But I think the biggest thing that happened this week is I received a call the other day assuring me that the plans that had been intact or being put in place by my friend Tom, who passed away, are in fact moving forward. In other words, we're going to have a security force, not with us, but with the people in this world, and if we can finance them, it's going to be the most powerful security force ever on the planet, because it's not going to involve just the United States, it's going to involve other security forces throughout the nation. In other words, what I'm trying to say is maybe the government will be separating from the agencies themselves and the organizations and the military, even the military, they'll probably be moving away from. We should never have had a government working with the military anyway, because they've never been involved in strife, government people. These are people who went to school with us and they sat there and they read their books and they did well, but they never were involved in any contact sports, never competitors, just bookworms. Here they are, calling the shots now. Well, it's time to get them out, put them where they belong. Put them out the pasture. Put them out with the books. Build a building, put them with books. That's where they belong. Anyway, apparently if I can handle this on this side, and I can get my hands on the assets as we all believe I can, over on this side they believe I can, I believe I can, the countries that are behind me believe I can, and if we get that, then I can throw a certain amount into a program at a given time, and the agencies, or let's call them the security agencies, will be able to live upon that. We can throw them in a program. We're talking a good amount of money, throwing it in, and we can have worldwide security, separate and apart from the government, which is what we're talking. And everything would come through a foundation. They'd have it. They'd be able to handle the things they want to handle without going to Congress or Senate. So there'll be no more, at that point in time, no more security as we know it. But it'll be better, because they'll also not go to war because a president or somebody who doesn't know what the hell he's doing tells them to do so. They don't want to go to war. But sometimes when they're told what to do, they have to do it. So that will be nice if we can do that. And that's being worked on right now. Hopefully I get to where I have to get. And by the way, for those intelligent, or not, security agencies, you know, do me a favor. You know, I mean, I'm working my can off. Help me to help you. You know, I mean, I'm doing all the work. I could really use a hand. I need a little bit of help. You know, financially I could get it done if I had all the money in the world. But, you know, I spent a lot of money. And now I can't do the things I want to do as quickly as I can. So please, give me a hand. And that'll help me to help you. And then we can stop this thing quickly, and you will be independent and separate from all the governments in the world, actually. Not the whole world, but most of the world. We can run that through. So that's an amazing phone call that I received. And thank you for calling me. I liked it. It woke me up. It was early in the morning. Almost tried to jog on a bum leg. But let me see what else is there. Anything? Oh, Nelu. Like I said, we have to wait with Nelu, and we'll have the thing in the courts shortly. We'll have the framework shortly, and we can go from there. Okay? Nelu's okay. I brought a bed to the prison for him the other day. Yeah, bed. Imagine that. And he now has a bed to sleep on rather than the floor. You know, I'm trying like hell to get this little guy out of there. And I'm going to get him out. They're cheating, they're stealing, they're backdating, they're doing everything. They're going to pay for it. They're going to pay for it. Their homes are going to be up for sale, and everything. I'm going to put liens on everything here soon. You know, I'm going to be a lena. I don't know what they lean, not a legal lena, but a lena. So anyway, I think that's where we are. And if you have any questions, please ask Henry. Henry will answer them because I'm tired. He knows more than me anyway. He says he does. Might be a wise guy. He's watching a lot. We thank you for listening. I hope this brought you up to date, and I hope it helps you. I didn't want to spend too long talking on this. The first copy here was 25 minutes. And I said, no, 25 minutes of gobbledygook. I can't even stand myself for 5 minutes, never mind 25. So, you know, it's tough to listen to yourself, you know. You already know you're sick, and here you are listening to yourself, right? Anyway, thank you. Have a great day. I wish you well. Have a great weekend. Ciao, ciao.